When I first took over Derby Gaol 23 years ago, all of the doors that we've got in this place are original from 1756. Oak doors from a county jail. And all over the doors is graffiti from the prisoners. Everywhere you go. And basically the situation was that when I started looking at the graffiti, I could never understand why there were so many Williams in the building. Until a gentleman about 6 years ago rang me up and said, can I come and have a look at your doors? He was a history teacher from Derby College. And he said, I've just been down to London and I've seen some oak panels from a prison, an old prison, and they're full of witch marks. Now, I'll be honest with you, I didn't actually know what a witch mark was. And he came down here and he starts going through my doors and he says, my God, Richard, you've got a Derby Gaol door tour here. Because all over these doors are witch marks. Now, witch marks are actually, they're apotropaic marks. And that's Greek for keep out. Keep what out? They weren't actually to keep witches out. I know we're coming up to Halloween and that's why I've decided to do it now. But they're actually to keep out evil spirits, ghosts. These guys that were imprisoned here were frightened of ghosts as far back as 1756. And all over the doors, right, the most famous of all witch marks is a double V. That's VV. And they're everywhere. And basically the situation was, there was no such thing as a W in the alphabet. There was no such thing as a U in the alphabet in those days. It was V and double V. And they're known as Marian marks, religious marks. Mary, Mother of Jesus, Virgin of Virgins. And that's why there's so many. If you want to see a really good double V, come around here. Look at the depth of that. Another one here. They're all over the damn place. Here, M as well. There's another one, of course, that's Mary. Double V there. And the other famous ones on the front of the door is a circle with 6 petals inside it. It's known as a daisy wheel or hexafoil. And it was a bringer of good fortune, of, what's the word I'm looking for? To keep people safe. And just to give it a double, it's got a double whammy, because it's got another double V over the top of the daisy wheel. And then all over again are circles. And this is a prison, a jail. And they're done with a compass. There's dots in the middle of them. There's one there. There's another one there. So, you know, why would a guy idle away his time with a compass just doing circles on the door? It's not like we do sometimes with a penny and go around. No, these are a purpose. And the purpose of the circle was because they believed evil spirits were stupid. And if an evil spirit managed to get into the circle, there are no corners for it to hide, and they'd be trapped in there and not bother anybody inside. And then this door, the pièce de résistance, to be quite honest with you, this is the corridor door. This went up to the gallows. And again, everywhere, double V, double V, double V. Or, possibility, to do with computers, it could always be www.com, but I don't think it is. Double V's, double V, double V, double V, all over this side. Double V, double V, double V, double V, double V. It's to stop evil spirits coming in. These guys were frightened of ghosts. And then, also, all over this door, handprints of the prisoners. Here is date, her date. JN 1770. WC. And look at all the double V's along here. To stop the evil spirits coming in. Notice something about all of them. They're all left hand Why left hand? Oh yeah, well, it's easy, isn't it? It's easier to put your left hand on there with a knife and then scratch around it. No, they're special. They're witch marks. They mean keep out. Because the left hand was known as the sinister hand. Sinistra is the Latin for left. And if you were accused of witchcraft, if they couldn't find the devil's mark on you, a boil, a wart, an extra thumb or a finger, if you were, as we used to call it, keggy-handed, left-handed, that was a sign of the devil. And that was enough to accuse you of witchcraft. But here, this is different. This is used as a witch mark. And it means keep out. They were frightened of ghosts in here when this was built. And they're still around to this day. Well, that deals with the witch marks at Derby Gaol, but there are witch marks all up and down the country. And basically, if you go to an old, and I mean old house, 16th, 17th, 18th century house, you need to look at the doorways, the window frames, and the chimneys. Any aperture that an evil spirit can get in, they used to scratch witch marks on them. And I'm off now to a church with them in it, and probably what I believe to be the most haunted house in Derbyshire. Carnfield Hall. Come with me. In the brew house of what was a cottage that was joined on, more or less, to the servants of the hall here. Yes. And years ago, when I came here with you to do Ghosts of Derbyshire, you actually brought me in here and you showed me, well, I think one of the best preserved witch marks that I've ever seen in my life.
Yes, it's a beautiful one. I came across it accidentally when a bit of plaster ceiling fell down in here, and I got a ladder and was sort of trying to mend it all, and a bit more fell down, and underneath was that beautiful daisy.
So you're looking up here, so I presume it's here, isn't it?
It's a fantastic one.
Oh, bloody hell.
So I couldn't believe my eyes. It's a really fantastic example. You know what it all means.
Oh, I do, yeah. I mean, it's a witch mark, but they're called the Potropaic marks, which is Greek for keep out. And the whole idea is that particular one's called a daisy wheel or a hexafoil. And it's basically, it's a sign of good well-being. And it was really to stop evil spirits.
Yes.
Not witches.
Yes, but the evil spirits, well, of course, it's over the door. The original door to the brew house. So that's the original doorway here. Yeah, that was there.
So
if you
smack bang above it.
Yeah, the evil spirits couldn't come in. But I don't know whether it actually worked stopping evil spirits, because it depends if you decide when it was made. We don't know quite when this part of the house was built. And when you think that in 1627, which is roughly the date of that, I should think,
wow.
George Revel, who lived here then, he was the squire, he was murdered about 25 feet from where we're sitting, standing upstairs. He was murdered by his servants. Perhaps the evil spirits didn't actually work.
Obviously it didn't work.
No.
No, then again, of course,
perhaps it was put afterwards.
Well, it could be, because what we've got to do now is go and have a look around the hall.
Well, we know that the ones on the staircase in the hall, which we'll go and have a look at, the big staircase, the staircase was built in 1628.
Wow.
So that's after George Revel died.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, so we know, perhaps that was why they put them there.
Well, it could be.
We don't know.
And I wonder if our cameraman could just come over here and actually film this witch mark for us. Because it is absolutely, it's the biggest one I've seen, to be quite honest with you.
It's an amazing survival.
Isn't it good? I say that's a daisy wheel. Now, the ones I've got in Derby Gaol are similar, but they've got 6 petals. This one's just got 4. I haven't a clue what the significance of that is.
Well, somebody may be able to tell you after they see this.
Well, that's what I'm hoping. Yeah. If anybody knows more about witch marks, do get in touch with us. we're obviously inside Carnfield Hall.
Yeah,
but
this
we
is the
come
main staircase.
all the way up to the top.
Yes.
Yes. To the,
And
is
this,
it the antiques. Or?
yeah, this staircase was built in 1628, we think, by Edward Revel. He just inherited the house, and so and this is the door into the servants' quarters.
Gotcha.
And
Yes.
it's covered in witches' marks. Presumably they were nervous of something. These
Well,
servants.
they're frightened of ghosts, basically. So where are they, James? Or on the door itself?
On the door, yes, they're all scratched into the door.
Oh, for God's sake! Oh, look at them. Circles, conjoining circles. Number one. Don't know what that is. I don't think it's a witch mark. Oh, look! We've got another daisy wheel here.
Actually, that is.
How many petals? One, two.
That is
one,
a
2, 3, 4.
That
I
is
would
a
think.
daisy wheel. I've never noticed that before.
Look at that one. And I say, circle there, little dot in the middle. They did not want anything coming through this door, did they?
Well, we can't ask them if it works.
No, of course
too
we don't.
late.
But these circles, you see, the fact that this is another form of witch mark, and a circle, all done with a compass. There was a dot in the middle of every one. Their whole idea was that they believed that evil spirits were stupid. And if an evil spirit got into a circle, there were no corners for it to hide. I mean, this is nonsense to us. It wasn't nonsense to those who lived in there in the 1700s, 1600s, 1500s. And so they scratched all these marks on here to stop anything coming inside here to them. And is this the only way to open the door still?
I think
This
so, yes.
figure. Anything in there?
And when you get in there, there used to be 6 little rooms.
Oh! Hello! Oh, would you come off it? Hello? Are you a familiar? By any chance? That's a hell of a coincidence. That's a hell of a coincidence, that is. So, that's absolutely incredible. James, thank you so much. And Graham, the cameraman, thank you so much for letting us into your home.
You're welcome.
Most appreciated.
And, well, there are actually more, all these little burn marks.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God, where are they?
Well, there's some in here, aren't there?
Oh, come on. We're not finished yet.
There's some in there, on the right. Well, there were some in there.
Oh, yes, look.
Quite a few, I think.
Yes. Now these. Oh, look at these.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, These have been burnt on purpose.
And it's by the door, too.
Yes. And they reckon there's 2 reasons. It can be. They reckon a possible form of witch mark. But it's also basically it's for. Oh, look at them. Oh gosh. Again, they're all around the doors, aren't they? And they're basically also to ward off the chances of a fire.
Yes.
That was the other thing. It's a little bit like not walking underneath a ladder, and always hanging a horseshoe, not upside down. It's all part of superstition and magic, but it's what they believed in, and that's why they were so frightened of ghosts.
Well, originally up here there were six or seven little rooms. When I first came
All
here,
for the servants?
Yes, when I first came here, there's a passage down the middle, and these teeny-weeny little rooms. And originally it must have been I think it was probably one big room, because it's got 2 very grand fireplaces.
Oh, exactly. Yeah.
And,
Wow.
Which are 16
And then fireplaces. The fireplace here, look.
Yes, there we are. But they're identical, one on either end.
And again, I wonder if that's the reason why there are so many of these burn marks all over the damn place.
Yeah, quite a few.
It's basically just, ward off bad luck and the place catching fire.
But it didn't work too well because in 1714, the great-great-grandson Edward Revel, or George Revel, in fact, his great-great-great-nephew, he was murdered as well by his servants.
Oh my! Here,
So not
in the house.
Yeah, there's a room downstairs.
Yeah, these.
So they didn't work.
These
too
witch
well.
marks didn't work very well,
No,
did they?
no.
Never mind. Wonderful. Thanks, guys.
There's
Can't do
none
anything.
here on this side.
Nothing.
No, none around this door at all.
So that's something. Is that something to do with the fact that that's inside, and this is outside?
No idea.
Interesting. Amazing. Thank you guys very much. Yes, okay. So, Joe, before we leave Carnfield,
Yes.
what's in the box?
What's in the box?
Yeah.
You always want to look in this box.
I've always wanted to look in the
Well,
box.
this is rather a treasure, this is. I've had this a long, long time. I was given it many years ago. And there's a bit of paper inside it. And it says, this Lisbon cap, bone necklace of a saint, which is sadly missing, to keep away the witches. For my dear Maria Noble, to keep for the sake of her old friend C.E. Galabin, who's had them in her possession 35 years. And that was December 1821. So it means it's at least 1785.
And
This thing.
what is
Here,
it?
this is the bag in which you keep the
Lisbon
aforesaid mentioned bone necklace, and these are spiders, you see.
Oh, flipping heck.
And these are, I believe, they're tobacco plants.
Right.
These, which is, if you smoke tobacco, it drives
Wards
away
off
the
evil
witches.
spirits.
Yes, exactly.
Oh my.
And
giddy aunt.
then the best part is that I have to be very careful because it's terribly fragile. How the heck they made it, I have no idea. This is the cap. There we are.
The ladies.
Well, we don't know.
No, of course you don't.
Nobody has ever seen one
It's
before.
very fragile.
Yeah, don't even.
It's
touch it.
lined.
Yes, oh yes, it's beautifully made. And the thing is that the silk ribbons are on. They're not flat. They're like that.
Yeah.
So it's even more difficult to make.
Goodness.
How
me.
it survived for 250 plus years, I have no idea.
So you'd sit with that on. If the
I-
witch marks didn't work, and they got in.
Yeah, I got it many years ago. Some people I know had an antique shop. They cleared a house. There was an old lady going to a nursing home, and they bought everything in the house. And she then produced this box and said, and I'm going to give you this, but you're never to take money for it. And they promised not to. And in the end, I swapped something. They asked me if I wanted it. And I gave them something in exchange. So no money was changed hands. So never is this to be sold for money.
Oh God.
So I think probably the evil spirits will arrive then.
That is.
And there's the original
Surely,
box.
joking apart, you've researched this. This is probably the only one.
Well,
The only
yeah,
one
well,
in captivity.
I did, many years ago, I did show it to somebody who works at the V&A Museum, and they'd never seen one, and they wanted me to give it to them. They may get it one day, you never know.
Oh, that would be lovely.
But it was rather good, and it's in its original box.
Absolutely.
So,
Incredible.
have to
James,
keep it in there.
thank you so much.
There we are.
Awesome. I'm in the search again for some more witch marks. I've come to Breedon on the Hill Church in Leicestershire. It's one of the oldest churches in the country. There was a monastery, a priory on here from 675. And, oh come on, if this hasn't got some witch marks inside it, then nowhere has. Right, this is not the best bit of filming we've ever done in our lives, but we're in a very old church called Breedon on the Hill in Leicestershire. It actually goes back to 675. It's got Saxon carvings all over it, and here on one of the doors, here you can actually see two witch marks. You see, okay, we've got 1798 JD, that's fine there, but these are not. This is double V, two witch marks there, and another one down here, double V again. So these are apotropaic marks on this door to stop evil spirits coming in through this door. And if you just step back a bit, you can hopefully see, not very well, an extremely old door here. And yes, I've actually found two witch marks on a little church door, which is all I, oh hang on, there's another one there, but you can hardly see that, guys. But yeah, so again, it's to stop evil spirits, ghosts coming to this church.